Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the European Football All-Time channel. And today, welcome to my Game Week 30 Premier League predictions. We are now into single digits, 9 games to go until the end of the season. I mean, most things are pretty much wrapped up for. Still a few things to be decided. Yeah, smash the like, subscribe, let's get into the video. And the first game is a London derby from the Emirates Stadium as excuse me as Arsenal take on Fulham. Now obviously Arsenal haven't played in a while, obviously international break, weren't involved in the FA Cup, so they've had quite a long time to prepare for this game. Obviously Fulham did play on the weekend and were knocked out of the FA Cup by Crystal Palace, so Arsenal, preparation wise, have definitely had, or will definitely have an advantage over Fulham. I mean, apologies if I keep doing that, because literally I had to rush to get to the bus and my throat is fucking killing me, so do apologise if I keep doing that. I forgot what I was saying now, but I remember. But yeah, Arsenal, they've had a lot more preparation for this game, you know, obviously because it's been the international break, and it's also obviously been the FA Cup weekend. Obviously Arsenal aren't in the FA Cup, obviously they were knocked out a long time ago against Man United, and I mean, even better for Arsenal, Mikel Arteta did say yesterday that Bukayo Saka is fit and available for this game. So Saka is back, which I'm sure Arsenal fans are absolutely delighted with, because obviously he's been out for absolutely ages, and Arsenal just going forward recently have been quite poor, to be honest. You know, they haven't really been scoring many goals, and it just hasn't really been the best, to be honest. But I don't think tonight will be an easy game for Arsenal. Obviously Fulham are a very, very good side. Obviously the last game, they unfortunately beat Spurs 3-0. In the Premier League, the last Premier League game was when they beat us 3-0. But overall, like I said, Fulham are a good side. I think going forward they're good defensively. They're a bit on and off. And I mean, overall they're having a good season. I mean, Fulham pushing for Europe. And if they can get a win tonight, then it'd be big for them. I don't even know the last time Fulham won at the Emirates, to be honest. But in the end, obviously, if you're on there, obviously with me being a Spurs fan, I'll be wanting Fulham to try and get the job done. But I just don't think that's gonna happen. So in the end, I'm gonna go 2-0 to Arsenal. And the next game sees Wolves take on West Ham at Molineux. Wolves pretty much safe now. I know they're 17th, but I think the 3 teams, they're in the bottom 3. I think it'll stay as it is. So I think Wolves will be fine, to be fair. West Ham haven't really got much to play for now. I mean, their season's practically over, really. Obviously, out of the FA Cup, out of Carabao Cup, their season's over, really. So I think the aim now for West Ham is just to finish as hard as possible, and obviously maybe just start looking for recruitments in the transfer window in the summer, and see who needs to go, really. I think that's probably what West Ham needs to do at the moment, because they're not going to go anywhere in the league, really. And it's the same with Wolves, really, as well. And speaking of Wolves, obviously there has been a lot of rumours recently about Matheus Cunha. Apparently he could be leaving. Apparently he's came out and said that his next chapter in his career is to leave Wolves. And I mean, there are a lot of big clubs interested in him: Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea, I think, United, I think as well. I think there might be a few European teams. I'm not sure, but I think I know for definite. I know Spurs are in there, and I think Liverpool are in there as well. Not really 100% sure. But yeah, I mean, if Wolves do lose Cunha, I think that'll be a big blow for them, to be honest. I think losing Cunha would be a big blow. to be honest, because Cunha is probably Wolves' best player. I mean, even when it was tied down at the bottom and Wolves needed to get points, Cunha was just there. He was just that man who was just carrying Wolves. And I just think if Wolves lose Cunha, then someone else has to step up. And I just don't really know who that would be, to be honest. I mean, I know they've got Stram Larsen and that, but he just don't really score enough goals. João Gomez, Cement, I just don't know. Wolves need to try and keep Cunha if they can, and they need to try and convince him to stay, because if Wolves lose Cunha, then that probably is a possibility where they could get relegated next season, to be honest. I mean, as for West Ham, I can't remember how they got on last time out. I mean, it's felt absolutely ages, really. It has felt absolutely ages since the Premier League was last on. But yeah, I think West Ham will be favourites tonight. I mean, I know Molineux can be a tough place to go, but Wolves do concede a lot of goals. To be fair, and West Ham going forward look quite good. Obviously, Bowen looked all right for England. I think he's done quite well recently for West Ham, and that Kudus is doing all right as well. Soucek's doing all right. I just think this has got West Ham for me. I mean, Wolves might get a goal, but I think West Ham get the job done, really. Get a big win and move on to the next game. So, yeah, prediction is 3-0 West Ham. And the next game is Nottingham Forest against Manchester United. Of course, Forest looking to get closer and closer to the Champions League. As for United, there isn't really anything to play for, to be honest. In the league anyway. I mean, the only thing to play for them is Europa League, and I think that's probably all United are all focused about at the moment, which is the Europa League, because the league's done. The league is wrapped up. I mean, they're going to finish mid-table. I don't think they'll get top 10, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, tonight won't be an easy game as well, because Forest, I mean, just what a season they've had. Semi-finals of the FA Cup, Manchester City at Wembley. Probably not the tie they would have wanted, but why can't Forest go and beat City? I mean, why can't they go and do it? They did it a few weeks ago. Why can't they do it again? And plus as well, speaking about tonight's game, obviously they've already beaten United at Old Trafford, and Forest probably deservedly won that game as well. I think it was one of Amorim's opening... Oh my gosh, it's squirrel. It's literally like one of Amorim's opening games. And with it being at the City Ground as well, we all know how good Forest can be at home. We know how good Forest can be at home, and I mean, if United do get a result, then fair play. And to be honest, I do think Bruno Fernandes has been doing quite well recently. He's been kind of carrying United, and just he's the man that's just carrying the ship of Man United at the moment. But I just can't see anything but a Forest win, to be honest. Forest are looking very good. Probably going to go on and qualify for the Champions League. I mean, that's just crazy, because if you think about it, you have this season, you got potentially next season Nottingham Forest in the Champions League. This season Aston Villa, and of course last season was Newcastle. So in the last 3 seasons in the Prem, you've had 3 teams who no one had thought had been in the Champions League, and here we are. But yeah, Forest, I think they're going to get the win. So yeah, prediction 2-1 Nottingham Forest. The next game sees Bournemouth take on Ipswich at the Vitality. Excuse me. But yeah, Ipswich, I mean, they're pretty much relegated, to be honest. I know the points. I know we're not really that far behind Wolves, but I don't see where Ipswich stay up, to be honest, I just think Ipswich concede way too many goals. Don't think they really score enough goals either. But yeah, sorry. Like I said, I don't think Ipswich score enough goals, mate. They just concede too much as well. To be honest, and Bournemouth as well, a very good side. Obviously, I know Bournemouth. Obviously, we knocked out the FA Cup quite recent, or literally on Sunday, by Man City. I watched the bits and bobs of that game. To be honest, Bournemouth looked alright, but I think they're just getting tired and it just plays an advantage to City in the end. But Bournemouth to get to the quarter of the FA Cup is quite impressive. It's a fair play to him, and this has got nothing but a Bournemouth win, to be fair. If Ipswich do get a win, then fair play to him. It'll be a big win. It'll be a big win for him, but this has got nothing but a Bournemouth win. And prediction 3-0 to Bournemouth. Okay, then, and the next game is a big game in the race for Europe as Brighton take on Villa. Now, of course, what a time really it is to be a Villa fan. What a season they are having at the moment. Obviously pushing for Europe in the Prem. Obviously, I know that they are in Europe at the moment. They're in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Oh my God. So I nearly just rolled my ankle. And like I was saying, quarter-finals of the Champions League. And now semi-finalists of the FA Cup. What a time it is to be a Villa fan at the moment. Obviously, Brighton, they've had an alright season. Obviously, they lose to Forest on pens on the weekend. But I think it should be a good game, that one, Brighton against Villa. Two teams who are decent. But, Villa, like I said, it'd be a tight game. But I think most people would probably back Villa, to be honest. Asensio's cooking, Rashford's got his first goals. They look solid defensively. So did Brighton. Going forward, I'll probably edge it to Villa, even though Brighton are good, with Pedro and Rutter and that. With being at Brighton, they'll have a slight advantage, but I'm going back Villa, to be honest with you. Like I said, it'll be a tight game, but I'll probably edge it just to Aston Villa. So, 3-2 Aston Villa. Right then, and next up is Manchester City against Leicester. Now, City, this should be an absolute walk in the park, because I'm sorry, but Leicester, they are just terrible. I think in 15 games or something, or whatever it is, in the last 16, 15 games, they've only got one win. And of course, that one win has to be against Spurs as well. So Spursy. But seriously, Leicester are actually so bad. After the time I've watched Leicester, they are just so bad. Defensively, just so poor. They're so poor defensively. Going forward, there's just nothing there. Van Nistelrooy, he's got to be probably one of the worst managers ever in the Prem. He just doesn't have a clue what he's doing. This City could probably get double digits, even though Haaland's injured. That's still a big blow for City at the end of the day, with Haaland being injured for 7 weeks. That's probably what it might be out for the season, I'm not sure how long 7 weeks is from now, but that might be out for the season, you never know. But I think no Haaland, no problem really for City. Kind of has to be, they've got big Marmouche, haven't they? Doing well at the moment. They got De Bruyne, Savinho, Foden and that. But yeah, City will comfortably win this game in my opinion. Leicester are fucking terrible. So yeah, comfortable win for Man City. And a big win as well for their push for Champions League football, because the league is over. And obviously they could still win a trophy because they're still in the FA Cup. 4-0 Man City. And the next game is the Carabao Cup winners, Newcastle United versus Brentford. Of course, this is Newcastle's first game since they won the League Cup. And what a day that was for the Geordies. I think it was 40-something thousand of them packing out Wembley. And to beat Liverpool as well. It was truly deserved. Newcastle deserved to win that final. They were generally all over Liverpool in that game. They 100% deserved it. And yeah, obviously, any Geordies watching, congrats on winning the Carabao Cup. But yeah, I mean, back to tonight's game. Brentford at home. I think a fixture which I think Newcastle will be comfortable with it being at St James's, obviously, as well as Newcastle. Brentford also pushing for Europe, but Newcastle obviously are closer to the European places than Brentford are. So a win tonight for Newcastle would be quite big in their push for European football. And I mean, like I said, I think with it being at St James's, I think Newcastle probably got this in the bag. You know, I think Newcastle got this in the bag with it being at home and that. And I mean, they just look really good at the moment, Newcastle. I mean, the vibes at Newcastle are very good at the moment, obviously, mainly because obviously they have just come back off winning the League Cup. But yeah, anyway, I think Newcastle got the job done for me. If Brentford get a result, fair play, but I think Newcastle get the job done. So yeah, 3-1 to the Geordies. And the next game sees Southampton take on Crystal Palace. Now, to be honest with you, I mean, Southampton, they are pretty much all but down, really. They are probably worse than that Derby team in 07-08. I mean, it's just been a terrible season at Southampton, really. I mean, Palace, obviously, good time to be a Palace fan. Wembley, FA Cup semi-final. And, I mean, Villa, I think they got Villa. And to be fair, Palace have a good record against Villa, so there could be a chance that Palace can make it to the final. But I think both semi-finals will be quite good in the FA Cup. But yeah, Palace. I mean, this should be a win for them, really. Southampton are terrible, so yeah, Palace for me to get the win by 3-0. Yeah, of course. The next game is from Anfield. It's the Merseyside derby. Yeah, as Liverpool take on Everton. Yeah, but anyway, we'll cut the Scouse accent. But anyway, the next game is the Merseyside derby, as Liverpool take on Everton at Anfield. Now, of course, we all know that it was a 2-2 draw at Goodison, and obviously that was the final Merseyside derby at Goodison. I mean, absolutely incredible games. There was scraps. There was the lot, really. But I think with it being at Anfield, it'll probably be a little bit of a different game. You know, obviously Liverpool looking to edge closer and closer to that 20th title, which is pretty much all but wrapped up, really. Everton, I mean, they'll just be looking to delay Liverpool's title, to be honest. But Everton, I mean, they don't really have one of the best records at Anfield. I do remember recently where Richarlison scored 2 goals and Everton won. But overall, I think Liverpool get the job done, really, with it being at Anfield and that. And yeah, and just considering, you know, how good their record is there, to be honest. I don't think Liverpool have lost at Anfield since September, which is mad, to be fair. So yeah, prediction for this game, I think Liverpool get the job done. So yeah, Liverpool 2, Everton 0. And the final game of this game week, it is a London derby. It's Chelsea against Tottenham Hotspur. Now, I am probably dreading this. Not even probably. I am dreading this game because our record at Stamford Bridge is absolutely atrocious. I mean, when I say atrocious, it is atrocious. Like, literally, this is a true fact, by the way. In 30 years of Spurs going to Stamford Bridge, we have won 1 game. And now, I think it was actually it was either on this day, the 1st of April, it was early April 2018. It was either like the 1st of April or the 2nd. It was one of those, I know for a fact, it was early April 2018. And I am sure of it, that it was sometime in early April 2018. Because I think Dele Alli scored 2 goals. I think Ericsson scored and we won like 3-1 or something. But yeah, I mean, we're just not going to win. We never win at Stamford Bridge. I mean, for Chelsea, it's their cup final. They're just addicted to us. Chelsea are addicted to us. And I'm sorry, Chelsea fans. It is just a fact. You lot are addicted to us. But Chelsea, for me, will win this game, even though players like Cole Palmer are struggling at the moment. But every time a team or a player or whatever really is having a bad run of form, play Tottenham and you win. So Chelsea are going to win. And, yeah, I mean, if we win, if Spurs win, it'll be a miracle. But I got no hope. So, yeah, prediction is 2-1 Chelsea. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Smash the like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Au revoir.